Yo, we are back, and today I'm bringing you guys my Luka build. This is a 6'7" guard build with high strength, and it can really do pretty much everything. If you want a build that can get you consistent triple doubles, this is the build for you. This build really highlights all aspects of Luka, and is an amazing build if you want something that plays just like him. I'm not going to waste any of your time with clips today. We're getting straight into the build. Right before we get started, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on. We're dropping banger videos all through 2K24. Without further ado, here is my Luka build. All right, getting right into it here, we are going to go 6'7" for the height, 206 pounds, and a 6'11" wingspan. This is almost identical to what he is in real life, and we still get some really good attributes with these physicals right here. On to the finishing, the biggest things I wanted to focus on were getting a high layup and a high post control. This layup rating is going to be able to get us Hall of Fame float game, which is huge because Luka knocks down a ton of floaters. But these ratings, along with a few that you'll see later on, help you get like Giant Slater Hall of Fame, Gold Fearless Finisher, a whole bunch of stuff that Luka would have in real life. And then that 92 post control, he's really just going to be able to work people in the post. This is going to be a strong 6'7" build you'll see later on with the strength. But this post control is important for moving people around, but it's also important to get that gold unpluckable. And you might be sleeping on the 65 driving dunk, but that helps you get a couple of really glitchy low dunk rating packages. So it's definitely worth upgrading that to 65. The close shot doesn't matter too much. That just came up with the driving layup. But overall, these attributes for finishing are going to be super overpowered with this build, especially along with all the other amazing attributes you're about to see. That's just about it for the finishing, so let's get on to the shooting. As you can see right off the bat, very good shooting numbers all across the board. Luka makes a ton of mid-ranges, and he's still got that 85 three-point shot. That 85 3 is going to get you limitless range and agent threes, along with a bunch of other really good gold and Hall of Fame shooting badges. And that 93 mid-range is going to unlock a ton more badges and jump shots. If you're in the mid-range, you're really not missing on this build. These ratings are going to get you some crazy badges like Hall of Fame open looks, Hall of Fame midi magician, Hall of Fame guard up, a ton of very good shooting badges. And on top of the badges, you'll be able to unlock the best jump shots in the game. So if you're open, you really won't be missing too often on this build. I threw the 95 free throw on there just because I played some rec and Luka knocks down his free throws in real life, so I wanted to make sure that was accurate as well. That's just about it for the shooting, but as you can see, through the finishing and shooting attributes, we are very solid offensively already, and it only gets better from here. Let's get on to the playmaking. All right, with the playmaking, any build over 6'6", all you're going to need for ball handle and speed with ball is 85 and 75. These get you all the best animations for anything above 6'6". And if you need those animations, let me know in the comments. I'll be dropping a 6'6" and up dribble tutorial, dribble moves tutorial, whatever you guys need. And we also went with an 86 pass accuracy because Luka throws good passes, fast passes. He gets a ton of assists, so we wanted to make sure that represented him good. And you also get a ton of really good passing badges and also pass styles with this 86. So I think that's a great spot to keep it at there, and I don't think it's worth going any higher. On to the defense here. I know it doesn't look like much, but trust me, I've been playing on builds like this all year, and this kind of defense can definitely get it done. The 45 interior defense is the threshold to start getting body ups in the paint, so if you play hands up, you can get plenty of stops in the paint. 75 perimeter is kind of the threshold for what you need to be able to get stops on the perimeter. Obviously, you're not a crazy lockdown, but you're going to be able to get plenty of stops with that 75 perimeter, get a little bit bumpy, even though it's not a pure defensive build. The steal ended up just coming up with whatever else I upgraded, so that's not very important. They kind of nerf steals anyway, so I don't look to upgrade that as much anymore. And then the 70 defensive rebound, I am telling you, 70 defensive rebound is insane this year. You can snag a ton of boards, especially at 6'7" with a decent wingspan. That's a big reason I go for triple doubles on this build because you're able to grab so many boards with a 70 rebound. Overall, like I said, not going to be a complete lockdown, but you will be able to get plenty of stops on this build. And the offense makes up for the lack of defense. Let's get on to the physicals. All right, here on the physicals, we went with an 86 speed, 80 acceleration. This is going to help us get some of those dribbling badges, such as Silver Speed Booster and Silver Hyperdrive. And then we went with the 84 strength. This 84 strength is important. It's going to help you get badges like Silver Bulldozer, Gold Fearless Finisher, Hall of Fame physical handles. Everybody knows Luka's not the fastest player, but he is stronger than most guards, and he will overpower them. So I wanted to make sure when I was making this build that we got a lot of these strength badges. You're also going to get Silver Immovable Enforcer, which is one of the best defensive badges this year. And I've also played on a lot of builds with strength this year. I'm telling you, don't sleep on it. It's a game changer for sure. 65 vertical, I kind of just went with this to be able to grab a few more rebounds and also get those lower rating dunk packages I was talking about earlier. It's going to be vital for your build to be able to get those. So 65 vertical is what I went with. And like I said, also helps with the rebounding, so definitely worth it. And then 99 stamina. I feel like that's pretty typical for every build. I just went ahead and maxed that out. On to the shades and build name. For shades, we're going to go ahead and get Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, and Kobe White, which are pretty offensive heavy point guards, but I don't look too much into that. And then we're going to get the build name 3-level threat, which is kind of how every build over 6'6" is, especially if it's well-rounded. But that's it for the build. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.